Greetings, church. This is Brother Justin here, your brother from a different mother, or father, so to speak. But Pastor Justin here with your weekly update, special edition, because we're going to be talking about the pastoral vote that's coming up on the 25th. But first, I want to express another thanks. And this week, I want to express thanks. And I don't do this often because it's a little bit awkward and we don't like to toot our own horns. But this week, I want to give a special thanks to my wife, Lindsay, for all that she does. Of course, singing on praise team, but especially her ministry to the youth. She's got a very tender heart. She mothers those teens and youth like they were her own. Lots of hours in and day out, sometimes text messaging or on Instagram or on phone calls or private. She's helped tutor students through English as a second language barrier issues. She's helped them with relationship issues. She's just constantly shepherding these young people and organizing and planning fun events for them. And I just want to express my gratitude to her. It's often in ministry that goes overlooked. And I'm just thankful for her and all the student volunteers that come to help out and love on our students. What an important ministry that is. So thank you, honey. I love you and I appreciate all you do for First Baptist Church and the student ministry. Now, let's talk about this upcoming vote. And I've got my clipboard because I want to make sure that I say things right. There's some really important information that you need to know coming up. So first, I need to announce again, Class 101 this Sunday, the 18th, 3 p.m. In the foyer at First Baptist Church. Signing or taking Class 101 and signing the covenant is required for voting. If you are not a formal member because you haven't taken Class 101 and did not sign the covenant, you will not be able to vote on the 25th. It is required. We've done a couple of them. Well, we've done one a few weeks ago. We're doing this one now. We did one back in December. We've been trying to prepare for this day. And so this is your last shot, if you're not a member, to become a member before the vote. The pastoral vote will be Sunday, the 25th, at approximately 10:15 a.m. whenever our service concludes on that Sunday morning. It's very important that you understand no proxy votes are allowed. You have to be present. That's not a requirement from me. That's not a requirement from the admin team. It's not a requirement from the Pastor Discovery Committee. That is a bylaws requirement. How the bylaws are currently written, you have to be present to vote. Saturday night worshipers, when you come to Saturday night, you will not be able to vote then. You need to come back on Sunday morning, approximately 10 a.m., 10:15 a.m., in order to vote. Please do so. It is traditional to have candidates, although it's not required by our bylaws, it is traditional to have candidates have an open forum Q&A session. I have elected not to do that. Number one, we already did something to that effect earlier or late in 2023. That didn't turn out so well. That was less informational and caused more hurt and not the healing that we intended. So we're not going to do that. And also, I'm not an outside candidate. It's appropriate when somebody comes from the outside, you want to interview them, you want to know about their family, all of that stuff. I've been here almost 4 years. It's not really necessary. So there will not be a town hall Q&A session. Instead, I am sending out today my resume, redacted a little bit because I don't want you calling my references and bugging them. But my resume does show my ministry experience, my ministry priorities, and it gives a both a short statement of my conversion and a call to ministry. So all of that is eligible for everyone in the congregation to read. I will receive email questions to brojustin@fbcmesquite.com. If you have any questions about pastoring or my doctrine and beliefs or my preferences, anything like that, email me your questions. I will be happy to answer them. And if you want a face-to-face interview, you can set up an appointment with Gracia next week. I'll be happy to answer your questions one-on-one. Because the vote will be on the 25th after service, there will not be any Bible study that morning. No Bible study on February 25th because of the vote. By the way, the Pastor Discovery Committee has prepared the vote to be both accurate and confidential. Formal members only, like I said, who've been through Class 101, signed the covenant. We will have a membership roster that will be checked in order for you to receive your ballot. And it will be a confidential ballot. No names. There's not going to be hand raising or ayes or nays or anything like that. You will come forward, receive your ballot, deliver the ballot. They will all be assembled and will be announced that day. There's no waiting. So you will know that day. Attenders and guests who have not gone through the membership process are welcome to attend and see how this goes, but will not be eligible to vote. You can be present, but only formal members who've been through Class 101 and signed the First Baptist Church membership covenant, only they will be allowed to vote. So I think I've covered everything. You may need to go back and review some of this information, but at least it's out there so that you understand. Trying to give you the best communication possible for how this is going to go down next week. If you have any questions, of course, you can contact me at any time. You can contact the Pastor Discovery Committee through Bernaldo Garso. And you can contact the chairman of the admin team, Dale Rust, if you have any questions for him. So thank you. One last thing about the vote. I appreciate everyone who has encouraged me and expressed support for me and all of that. I appreciate the love. And that strengthens me so much, and it gives me a lot of hope for the future. But it's important to recognize that this vote is not a popularity contest. It's not about whether you like me or not, or whether you think I'm funny, or any of that. The crucial question is, have I been called to this position at this time in the life of our church? Pray about that this week. Put that on your main prayer list so that you have discernment to come Sunday the 25th and vote your spirit-guided conscience in regard to the pastoral ministry here at First Baptist Church. I trust in the sovereignty of God that He's going to give us a clear, definitive answer, and we will be able to move forward either way. He is in control. God is on His throne. God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. I love y'all. See you later. See you this weekend.